had fallen to 4.8%. The data comes after government hiked national insurance, a tax on companies, and its main budget delivered at the end of October. Noluthando Ngeno, Eyewitness News.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
Five, four, three, two, one. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
I always look forward to what Never Die will say on a Monday.
Good evening, Robes. My shoulders never die. Seguin. Echidel best fruits is Clinton Lasin. The new minister of electricity. La Pongmakes. True to the finals with Pen and Mamelody Sundowns. Abati Diquenya Tame. See, our Makes for football. 10-10. Harry boy, Harry Baba. We see your dance, Bab.
Then Pollard coming to a question. My PP.
Looking at Timakesi, how they have done since they got promoted to EP2 Premiership, I think this team will cause a lot of upset for other teams, Mr. Marawa.
Abu under pressure, ball's been given away, snap home by Xaba.
And what a journey it's been, and I tell you what, this is no doubt that Magesi have firmly established themselves now as formidable opponents in their debut season in top-flight football. Coach Clinton Lawson.
The players, once again, every single time they've not disappointed us. Even in the games we've drawn or lost, the players have left it all out on the pitch, and that's all we can ask of our players as coaches. Leave it all out there, make mistakes. Mistakes are part of the game, but I'm confident that this cup run will instill a little bit more confidence in the team holistically.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
You got a very, very special guest coming up tonight right here on #MSW. Marawa Sports Worldwide is probably brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
Oh man, I'll tell you all about her success, especially in 2024. Something magical happened in 2024. I wonder what it is. She'll tell us about it. But right now, though, let me tell you a couple of top stories making headlines around the world and also locally. England winger Tommy Freeman has backed coach Steve Borthwaite to turn things around when they face the reigning champion South Africa on Saturday at Twickenham. Big game, that is. So the Springboks return, though, to the world #1 ranking with that 32-15 victory over Scotland on Sunday as they kicked off their run of 3 tests in the Northern Hemisphere.
These games are fine margins. Kick of a post, the catch of a restart is obviously difficult, but we don't want to be conceding 40 points at Twickenham, and we'll address what we need to address, and hopefully this week we can put all those right. We're excited. Obviously the double champions. We played them in the World Cup in the semi-final and narrowly missed out on that one, but yeah, to have another shot at Twickenham, we're all very excited, raring to go, and yeah, we can't wait to go.
All right, I told you that it's going to be a couple of days of the national teams taking and dominating centre stage. So we move from the rugby now to the cricket with the Proteas and India ahead of the Highvelds, where the final 2 matches will be fought out at the Wanderers in Johannesburg and Supersport Park in Centurion. Now, with the series currently level on 1 apiece, the Proteas all-rounder Marco Jansen looks ahead now to the match and also knows that it won't be an easy match.
Yeah, it's always difficult in the power play because, especially these guys, they don't second guess themselves. They go full tilt. So I think for us personally, we're just going to try and, because in the Highveld the ball travels a lot more than at the coast. So for us, it's important to take wickets in regular intervals because it's very difficult to restrict or to maintain the run rate in the Highveld because of the ball that flies around everywhere. So I think if we can get wickets in regular intervals, that's supposed to, or they would stop the scoring rate and hopefully restrict them to a low total. I took a lot of confidence in those last 4 or 5 overs because I think they scored 30 odd runs in the last 4 or 5 overs, I'm not sure. So we definitely took a lot of confidence from a bowling point of view. Because it's simple. We know that in the first 6 they go extremely hard and in the last 6 they go extremely hard. So if we can, for us, the focus is just to, because we can only execute what we're trying to do. We can't control what they're doing, if that makes sense. So if the batter moves and we decide to bowl a Yorker on the stumps, for example, that's the only thing that we can control as a bowler, if that makes sense. So if we execute what we're trying to do, then we're doing the best that we can, whatever that may be.
All right, so good luck to the Springboks, good luck to the Proteas, and also good luck to Bafana Bafana. Their head coach, Hugo Broos, has checked the permutations and also confirmed that draws in both their qualifiers against Uganda away and also South Sudan and Cape Town will see Bafana Bafana through to the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations, the AFCON in Morocco. Now, a win from either of these 2 games will see this year's bronze medalist South Africa qualifying for the tournament in Morocco that spans from December 2025 and January 2026, regardless of other results.
Two draws, always be qualified, because in the game against Congo, we are the winner. So if we have 2 draws, we have 6 points ahead. And Congo wins 2 times, they are with the same points as we.
Yes, but have you considered...
No. I don't. I have to be honest. Sure, I looked at the previous weeks what the rules are, if they are equal points. Yeah, because I know a few years ago, I think South Africa was dancing on the pitch and they were not qualified. So we can't make a mistake.
But I'm not saying just in the case of equal points, coach. I mean, you could lose both games. I don't want to.
You know, when we lose 2 games, 5 minutes after the game, I'm on the flight to Belgium. You can be sure of it. You can be sure of it. If we can't win, okay, Uganda, but not at home against South Sudan, I tell you, I take immediately the flight and you will see me never back again.
All right.
Oh, man, you got to give it to Hugo Broos. One thing he brought to the country when he first got here is honesty. He says if they don't win against South Sudan, he'll be on the first flight, and that is the last South Africa will ever see of him. Yeah. All right, our final story before we chat to a guest tonight, Mamelodi Sundowns coach Manqoba Mngqithi. Well, he believes that it's very unfair, though, for the Premier Soccer League to stage the Carling knockout final on the 23rd of November, immediately after the FIFA international break. Sundowns are going to be facing rookies Magesi in the title decider at the Free State Stadium.
An 8 for me is an understatement, because we also losing Peter Shaludeli to Namibia. We also have Divine Lunga for Zimbabwe. I don't think the area where the final is put is fair to anyone. Not immediately after a FIFA break, but sometimes you must just accept whatever comes, because I think where we are playing Sekhukhune, we could have played the final there and it would have been better. Maybe you could still have a game, a league match on that weekend, but not immediately after FIFA break when we've got so many players that are in the national team. But what can you do? You have to do with what you have, and you must accept that burdens and blessings always go together. So sometimes you will blame the league for putting the final there, but what if they put it without the knowledge that we might be in the final? So I don't think there is much we can do about it.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Coach Clinton Lawson going across now to Polokwane.
To Majesty Football Club, they are not in the final by mistake.
Just only congratulations to the club, Magesi.
This team, I know.
Can you imagine if your name is Clinton Lawson and you're listening to all of those voice notes? What is going through your mind, Coach?
Yeah, listen, Rob, I think some people out there really appreciate, the work that we're doing at the the club, and that's very refreshing. You know, we don't always get compliments for the work that we do.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
All right, I am extremely excited, though, not only because it's my first time I get to meet her, but also because she's had a most remarkable year, guys. I tell you what, I mean, my guest tonight is a versatile athlete. I'll take the nickname of Supercharge. I mean, she's affectionately known by Supercharge, but she's been unstoppable this season. Anybody that's following her career knows exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, she's taken her career, especially this season, to a different level. She has won virtually everything. And I'm trying to break that word down. Everything. Hey, say that after me, guys. Everything. She's won everything. I mean, she's rewritten the record books when she raced to that brilliant victory in the Cape Town Marathon. I was there. I saw her. I know she didn't see me, but I saw her. Everybody wanted to talk to her. I mean, making her the fastest South African woman ever to run the 42.2 kilometer distance, covering the route in 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds. She made it easy for all of us never ever to forget her records. 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds. That's beautiful. Done. Enter those lotto numbers, you'll win. Share the 22 million with us. I mean, not only did she tear Gerda Stein's previous national record of 2 hours and 24 minutes and 17 seconds that was set back then in Valencia to shreds, she also broke the course record of the Ethiopian Sige Abreha of 2:24:17 that was set last year. So take a deep breath, because she is trained by somebody that we all know, Caster Semenya. She's also mentored by somebody that we all know, Violet Semenya, another former middle distance runner married to the decorated two-time Olympic gold medal winner. Now, that combination alone, guys, says we are unstoppable. But since then, I mean, her career has been on an upward trajectory. She has stepped into the international marathon stage, showed that she's a global force in her debut attempt. Sure, I don't have anything more to say. I am done. I just want to chat to the superstar that's in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenrose Xaba is here, SA marathon record holder. Hey, you got more fans here than anywhere else. I mean, look around you, look around you. Hey. Welcome, champ. Good to see you.
Hi, everyone that listening. Hi, Robert. Thank you for having me.
Sure. It's I don't know what I left out. There were like so many things that I needed to mention that you've achieved this year. Just tell me how you're feeling today on the 12th of November, 2024, as you sit here.
I'm feeling grateful. I don't know. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
I don't have words for what I achieved, because I did not expect that much. But I just want to thank everyone that was working with me to this journey, especially when it comes to my coaches, Violet and Caster, and my group, Caster Semenya and Ranti, for look after my body, and my physios and Power to Health for always being there for me all the time until the season end.
Did you expect a year like you've had this season? Did any of these achievements cross your mind at any stage?
Yes, I'm a person that dream a lot. I believe in myself that I'm capable to do anything in my career, especially when I watch those greatest athletes like Dibaba and the one route that broke the record. I believe myself that I was born to do so much and achieve a lot in my career, especially when it's come to longer distance like marathon. So the journey started. I'm looking forward to have good time and enjoying it.
I know that one of your heroes, Glenrose, was somebody that was all our hero as well, Ilana Meyer. You looked up to her. You've met her. She had belief in you. I think the one time that you guys met, and she encouraged you because one of the things that you needed to do was to break her record. And she looked at you and she said, you know what, when you've got too much oxygen in your lungs, you need to go out there and you need to break my record. And you did exactly that.
Yes, I went through the profile of Elana Meyer when I was young and taught myself that I am capable to do those times of Elana. It's just I need to work very hard and be dedicated and be determined, always no skipping training, even though I don't like some of the session, but my coach Violet pushing me a lot to do those sessions. And yes, I met Elana Meyer 2017 and be the part of the injured cats group development where she did test for me, where we did test for oxygen and some of the things like what I need in the body, like supplements.
Yes.
So after the test, she told me that I'm just a talented athlete. I need to believe in myself and work very hard. I have a lot of oxygen because that time I was ranking number 1 to the group that came to do the test. And she told me that she believed that when I'm going to do longer distance, things like 21 and 42, I'm capable to break those records of her.
Sure. So having a lot of oxygen means what? What does it read? What was the number that came out? Do you remember?
I don't know. I can say maybe 99 to 100
point something,
for VO2 max oxygen.
So you probably didn't even get COVID.
I don't know that I have get COVID, but maybe somehow I have it.
No, you wouldn't have had it. With oxygen like that, you would have been showing off. But what we're going to establish, though, straight after the break that we're going to be taking, and we'll take your calls, we'll take your WhatsApp voice notes. Remember the number that we always use on the show. The number in studio is 011-883-8947. 011-883-8947. Otherwise, send us a WhatsApp voice note, 060-708-0484. A lot of you have been calling out and saying, guys, listen, we can't end the year without chatting to Glenrose Xaba. So today is your opportunity. Send those messages, questions, comments, compliments, whatever it is that you want. You can also watch her on the YouTube channel. We are streaming live as we speak right now. It's a proud moment for us. It's a proud moment for the nation. Why? Because she's delivered. And we'll find out after the break how and why she almost quit.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
So we did a thing, a full commitment kind of thing. We've partnered with Sixt to bring Worldwide to your doorstep. So you see how that's a serious thing, because that's what you deserve. We know you're the GOAT, so premium it is. Premium service, premium vehicles, premium you, premium us. Sani Sixt is all about adding extra to ordinary. Extra reach, extra countries, so you can be extra premium worldwide. Be the greatest of all time and rent Sani Sixt.
It's almost festive. I'm not ready. First Mariah starts singing and then the shops. Chaos. No worries. I've got what you need. Check. Your Capitec credit card. Bruh, you can apply for this card on the app and even apply for a home or personal loan. So all I need for Christmas is Capitec. Apply on your Capitec app and live for more this festive season. Just like that. Conditions apply.
It's Big Deal Wednesday at Food Lovers Market. Buy a new season seedless white grape punnet for $39.99 and get a 125-gram blueberry punnet absolutely free. That's a seedless white grape punnet for $39.99 and a blueberry punnet free. And enjoy beef potjie course at just $79.99 per kilo. Valid this Wednesday only at all Inland Food Lovers Market stores. It's in the experience.
People always say that time is money, but they never tell you how much time equals how much money. Well, at Lula, we'll tell you right now that 24 hours equals up to 5 million rand. Yep, you heard right. At Lula, you can get up to 5 million rand in funding for your business in as little as 24 hours. So if your business needs access to funds, and time is money, don't delay. Visit lula.co.za today and make cash flow.
Finally done moving into our new home, hubby. Nothing could go wrong now.
A lot could go wrong, wifey.
Luckily, we have a few wise tips from iWise, like keeping our home insurance policy up to date with our address and our new TV.
What about a wise tip if there's a storm and our house gets flooded?
Well, a wise tip is to make an inventory list with photos of our belongings should we need to claim.
For a quote, visit iwise.co.za. The Wise Insurance Choice. iWise is underwritten by Old Mutual Insure Limited, a licensed FSP and non-life insurer.
Xaba! It's game time with Hollywood Bets. We're giving away 2 million rand in prizes, including a brand new Toyota Quantum and Toyota Fortuner. Bet 10 rand or more on any soccer fixture and you could claim your share. Aziz Shege, let's play. T's and C's apply.
Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counselling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Business. Coach Clinton Lawson, Kopta Jabu, is here in the flesh. Good to see you and welcome. Coach Clinton Lawson, as he's listening to this, got some interesting stuff to share with him.
You have championship score lines 1-0. You beat in the quarterfinals 1-0. You won in the semi-finals as well.
I don't think it's an intentional approach. What is intentional is us trying to score first. You know, that's something we always try to do. You know, from the moment the players leave the change room before the game, we ask them, can we come in without conceding number one? Can we come in with the lead number two, you know, at halftime? We can then formulate a plan to deal with the remainder of the game, you know.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
It is the South African marathon record holder who is in studio with us tonight. As I said, as we're heading to the break, that it is a very proud moment in many, many ways than one. I was looking back to a time, Glenrose, where, you know, you start to see these headlines and they're coming through and they're saying that, hey, Glenrose is on the verge of quitting, running. You know, because you couldn't make podiums, you know, things weren't going well. There was injuries that you suffered. You couldn't even go to the Tokyo Olympic Games because of injuries. And I thought to myself, but how are we allowing a talent like you to be lost? Tell me what caused that, because I saw somewhere that it had to do with the kind of shoes that you were wearing, but then that was rectified, and I can see with the branding that you're wearing that, hey, yeah, those people are looking after you very nicely now. You are winning. Nice. So just take us back to what almost caused you to quit running.
There was the time I want to quit in running because of a knee, especially when it comes to knee, was a challenging for me. But Violet was there for me, and we always try our best, even Caster, to get a best physio so that I can recover very well. But was challenging because we try lots of things but did not work until we being consistent to Power to Health and try to reduce the program until the body is getting to used to the program, because I was in the new space and new environment. So I changed coaches. 2021, I started to train with Caster fully. Then I picked injury of knee, but the knee was there before I leave Sponge Group. But when it come to Caster's group, it started to be very worse until 2022 to 2023.
Was that was with Michael Sammer before?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
but strange enough, sorry, Stephen was here, Mukuka, the other day, and obviously the commonality as far as the coaches is concerned. So then the time came through now. So you leave Michael, you join Caster's group, and then what changes?
The thing that changes is program and train consistency, because I was not training very consistent when I was with Michael. Sometimes I was not sharp in the group. And then now I need to train fully. And at the week, sometimes when I feel tired, I need to show up at the training, even though when I'm tired. But the program changes. The program, I think, is the one that caused a knee, and get too used to the program was so difficult because we start to do more mileage and endurance speed. So Violet was there for me to encourage me to not give up in my career, because it was so tough for me.
Sure.
Even I was trying my best to push and challenge the African one athletes that we do with them, Spa Ladies. Was hard for me to be in the podium, but I keep on going because she was there for me, and Coach Cast also was there for me, empowered to help people, make sure that I get recovery fully. And my parents, my grandmom, keep motivating me, don't quit sports. It's just a rough patch of you will come back. So I just want to thank those people that believe in me, and especially Violet. She's my pillar of my strength.
Oh, Violet. So we're talking about Violet, guys, and she's not here for the interview, but she is now officially here for the interview because she's been mentioned a number of times, and it would be wrong to not give her the voice, because if she's been the person behind the success, together with Caster, of our one and only Glenrose Xaba, then things are just not going to be okay. Violet Semenya, good to see you. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Rob. Thank you for having me.
Yes. I'm going to pop that microphone on. Good to see you. I mean, it's been a while. And when I hear these good news stories and it involves you, I am proud. How proud are you of the lady sitting across you?
You know, Rob, the journey of Glenrose, it always gave me tears in my eyes. It was a rough road, but I knew it, and I believe in it that one day she will get what she wants, and then she will get what she dreamed of. The only thing that I had to do, it's what, I had a friend, Mikateko Matlale. She was my best friend. She did the same as well with me. My life was messed up when I was 14 years. I lost my father, and then that time my mom was not working, so I had to find a place where I can do sports, which is Katoko let me in and stay with her parents. So her father said to me, whatever we are doing to you, you have to do to the others.
Yeah.
So I'm one kind of a person who's got that nature of being mothering people. So I'm good in that. So it was not something that is very difficult for me, because I've been there for my partner as well. Like to be where she is now, not necessarily I'm the one, but I was there for her emotionally, just to support her. I'm one kind of a person who enjoy behind scene, not being in the limelight. So when Glenrose started this journey, I just told her, because I was her training partner by then. I used to train by Michael Seme.
Yeah.
And whatever I'm doing now, I got the knowledge from Michael Seme. Credit to that. Me and Glenrose, it's not just an athlete and a coach. We just BFF. She's like a sister to me that I didn't have. I'm the last child in my family. So she's my baby sister. My family know her. Her family knows me. So whatever she's doing, it's like kind of like when she runs for us, for my family. Even my kids love her so much. She's like a deputy mother to them. So, yeah.
Sure. And I was just saying to you during the break, and I want you to bring it back on air now, because I said, how do you turn the confidence around of an athlete that was literally 10-2 or 5-2 leaving the sport, but you both, yourself and Caster, were able to say, listen, there are bigger dreams that you can still realize. There are bigger goals that you can still achieve. What was the sense of belief? What made you believe that she can?
She's got a talent. She's one kind of a person that she's a strong athlete that I've ever met in distance. And the way I believe that she will come back, that's how Caster was before when she was in a rough patch, and she was like, never control something that, never try to control something that you can't control per se. And the world don't stop for anyone. You just have to man up, and put your head up. So what I like about Glenrose, she had belief in us, even though it was tough for us and her on that time. And I'm one kind of a person that, I don't know, just a talent that instigate, that believe in someone.
But also the excitement in you, because I see, as you describe it, you like break into a broad smile, because it's almost like you both knew something that maybe she didn't know at the time. She always knew she was talented, but I think it had gotten to that stage where the frustration was kicking in, where you can't have those podium finishes, where you can't compete at the highest level. And when you can't compete at the highest level, then you ask yourself a question, then what is the point?
Yeah, Rob, when you started with, high tone as a sub-youth and junior, she have never been beaten before. And getting into a senior level, sometimes you get, those rough patch. And then I wanted to tell her that I used to be like you, and I used to be, the best junior in South Africa, one of those best juniors. But the seniors level, you can get anything. So if you have to have, you believe in yourself and have a patient. Patient is the key, actually. So she had to be patient and see the result, because Caster told her that give us just a 4 years, period, and see. If it doesn't work, then we will see.
Sure. I'm glad you mentioned the period of time, because I was going to ask you, Champ, about the 5-year plan that began the journey. I'm sure now it's down to 4 years. So what was the original plan according to you? What did you understand was the 5-year plan?
According to the plan of Caster, when it comes to the 5-year plan, was about to qualify for World Champs, Olympics, and Africans. So in that 5 years, I did not get the qualifying of World Champs because of the injury. I lose to qualify for Olympics in the last minute. I have closed the period of qualifying. Yeah, in that five years plan, it tends to be a magical for me, because I achieve the things that I did not plan in that 5 years. So now having two records, 10K and 42. That is a special thing for me, and also able to achieve the Grand Prix by ladies again, because it will be second time to winning it. So I don't know what I can say. I still
can't believe half of this thing that's happened to you, is it?
I think in this 5 years plan, we have so much that is coming. We need just to work very hard and believing ourselves that we can able to conquer the world and achieve more in sports.
What would be the greatest achievement for you personally?
Today, I just watched the video that Cape Town Marathon produced today to the Reltal. I can say this Cape Town Marathon was special for me.
Hey? Why was it so special, though? There was so much hype about it. A lot of people were talked about as being favorites. Maybe because you were stepping into the Cape Town Marathon for your first time. People didn't really talk much about your presence. And then when you came speeding in, because that is speeding in when you run at that time, what made it special?
It made to be special because some of the coaches and people that were following me in my career, they were waiting for me to do marathon and see how I'm capable when it comes to marathon. So the time when I deliver that time, God that giving to me, because it's the special time for me. It's rare to see a time like that.
Yeah.
So they said the greatest.
You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. I mean, the greatest. That's exactly it. Tell me anybody that will repeat a time of 22, 22, 22. Or even 33, 33, 33. Or if maybe you're coming later on in the afternoon. 11, 11, 11.
Good evening, Robert. Mashareholders never died segwini. How Glenrose. Nonkosi, siyabonga lapho. Hehe. Ay, running. Ipese namasayeti futhi ntokazi weRobert. Iwina a million from running. Hayi ngeke South Africa izinto eshintshile. Nonkosi, keep it up and siyakubongela kakhulu ntombazane. Ungabe usama bashiye njalo. Maybe one day you run the country.
Oh, yeah. This guy's very creative, man. Love it. Never die. Thank you so much indeed. Yeah. Sure. He says you've won R1 million. He's actually made you R1 million shorter. He's made it R1 million shorter because I'll correct you, never die. I'll correct you. This is public knowledge. The Spa Women's 10K, the Grand Prix series, you got 200,000 Rand plus 75,000 cash prize for being the first South African on the leaderboard with 120 points, along with the brand new X50 Proton for the year. And then I carry on and I talk about the Spa 10K series, where the winnings now totaled 433,000 Rand, including 4 victories and a second place finish. I would like to go to Cape Town and tell that you pocketed 792,000 Rand for the record-breaking win in that Cape Town Marathon and an additional 333,000 Rand in the Absa Run Your City 10K series, where you won 2 races and set a new course and national records. And then, guys, I'm not finished. You went on to earn 30,000 Rand at the Total Sport Women's 10K, bringing your total for 2024 earnings, unless you are running to the studio and you won and something else. But it comes up to 1.588. I round it off and I say 2M sorted. Glenrose Xaba, akaxabene nemali. All right. You know what, money aside, you've earned every cent of this that I've just mentioned now. The reason why I mention it is because when people don't believe that they can, when people don't believe in themselves, when people have been down like you've been down, and you get other people to say, you know what, get up, let's do this. People feel sorry for themselves, but you didn't feel sorry for yourself. You got up and you did what you did. I mention it exactly for that. When people say, but I'm running, what's the point of running? That is the point of running. Where the year comes to an end, you're going to go to Mpumalanga there and say, Grandma, you've helped me all along. Your house, it's leaking there. When it's raining, I'm not happy. This is happening. Surely that's what it means. Correct me if I'm wrong.
About this money, it's just a blessing for me that came from my grandmom, because last year I did so much for her when it come to the house. I fixed the grandmom's house and do writing for her when she's still alive. Then she told me that I give you all the blessing that you need, and go there and show the world what you're capable to do.
And look at what you've done. You've given us praise, you've given us joy, you've given us something to celebrate. Come back from the break. We continue this conversation. Lots of voice notes coming through. Do give us a call, 011-883-8947. Good to see her smile. Hey, you happy, right?
Yes.
That's all I want to hear.
MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. MSW.
Did you know that Lotto Star gives you real money back doing what you enjoy the most? You heard right. We're the only online betting company that rewards you with real ka-ching for simply placing bets on your favorite games. To date, we've paid out over 200 million Rand in star rewards. Visit lottostar.co.za, your world of live games. Lotto Stars licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
At Pick n Pay supermarkets, now you can earn up to 20% back in e-bucks with FNB. Plus, you can spend your e-bucks in store. Smart shoppers get Pampers New or Active Baby Nappies or Pants Value Packs for only R179.99 per pack. And a 750ml Sunlight regular dishwashing liquid refill for only R24.99. Prices valid 11 to 27 November at Pick n Pay. Terms, conditions, own rules and limits apply. First National Bank, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services provider.
Dear Journal, trying to be an adult day 3702. Therapy session 1 is in the bag. Turns out I'm a big-time overthinker. This is epic news. I wasn't aware there were other types of thinking available.
Finally learning about mental health. Get covered at pineapple.co.za. It's convenient and like 19 Rand a day, so it's 100% the insurance for you. Underwritten by Old Mutual Alternative Risk Transfer Insurer Limited, a licensed non-life insurer and authorized FSP. Premiums are risk profile dependent.
Are you looking for the best spectacle and sunglass deal? With Specsavers buy one, get one offer, you get great value for money. You know you can trust us with over 350 stores nationwide. Get a free pair of branded prescription sunglasses up to 3,200 Rand when you purchase a comprehensive eye test and spectacle frame with lenses on your first pair. Choose from top brands like Police, Hugo, Tommy Hilfiger, Carolina Herrera, and more. There really is no reason to go anywhere else. Affordable eye care, Specsavers. T's and C's apply.
Be up this summer with 10,000 Voter Bucks. That's 500 Rand in cash on VoterPay to spend your way when you get the Honor 200 Pro smartphone for 749 Rand per month over 36 months on a 2.6 gig Redcore plan. Plus, you get a free Honor Choice watch valued at 1,999 Rand. Now that's value with V-Up. T's and C's apply. Better together. Vodacom.
So why should I use We Buy Cars if I want to sell my vehicle?
Because We Buy Cars buys cars.
But will I get the right price?
Of course. We Buy Cars buys thousands of vehicles and knows exactly what every vehicle is worth. Their buyers deliver exceptional service and pay you immediately.
And how do I know what they'll pay for my vehicle?
It's easy. Visit webuycars.co.za or use the We Buy Cars app. Follow the simple steps and voila, you'll get a fantastic price for your car. We Buy Cars. Quick, easy, the best.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Let's link up with Bafana Bafana's Nina Wantrogo as he gives us the latest insights into the Bafana Bafana camp. He is the staff head of communications.
We've just come back from training a few minutes ago. The team is quite focused and the coach is quite confident. Even though we drew 2-2 with Uganda when we played against them at Orlando last month, he's quite confident that we should actually do the same and play the favor and actually go and beat them in their own home ground. In all of these qualifiers that we've played, this is the first time that we'll actually have a stadium cheering for the visiting team as well as their own home team. But what I can say is that the confidence that the coach has in his players, you can see it in them as well. They're very relaxed. The mood is quite infectious. You look at them, their body language.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW.
Right, 15 minutes to the top of the hour. Hashtag MSW, Marawa Sports Worldwide. Glenrose Xaba, South African marathon record holder, is in studio with us right now. And I think it's just been a month where she's just been doing podium finishes. I don't think anybody has been as busy as she has. I think October in Nigeria alone was problematic, winning the final leg of the Spa Grand Prix with 32:48 being the time. I think it's something that she had waited, 6 years to be able to run, and she did. And then again, still in October, that new national record that we talked about down in Cape Town, 2:22:22. Sure, a lot happening. Thanks for the voice notes.
Good evening, Mr. Rob. It's Sulfulang here. And good evening to the MSW shoulders. And good evening to Glenrose Xaba. One word to describe her: record breaker. Champion personified. Okay, maybe I use more than one word. But hey, you can use whichever adjective to describe the champ of champs that you have there. No words from me. It's just me simply congratulating you. Congratulations, Madame Glenrose Xaba, and wish you everything of the best. And hopefully, we will see you on maybe the Olympic stage. Maybe we'll see you win even more accolades. Maybe win even more marathons, especially the big marathons. Who knows? Maybe you might find yourself in Boston one day. Maybe you might find yourself in New York competing against the best of the best. But congratulations, madam. Wishing you all the best. Wishing you good health and keep on breaking records. Great show as always. Thanks.
Well, Fulang, thank you very, very much indeed. We'll get a comment and reaction as well from the champ in just a second. Mutse Tebe says, good evening, Rob and Dimakatso. It says, I grew up watching her. And Popim Lambo, wow, remember that name. It says, congratulations to Glenrose for winning the marathon. That's Amalia in the Northwest. Does that name ring a bell? Somebody that you grew up with? They're watching you on the YouTube channel right now. Motse Tebe. You don't remember. You met too many people. But thank you so much for that message. Uyanda Sila says, you know what? I'm ashamed for not knowing her. So those are the words, guys. That's why, remember what we were saying during the ad break. So he says, and I applaud you, Uyanda Sila, for saying and being honest with us, saying that I am ashamed for not knowing her. And I hope that brands will pour in with sponsorships. I am encouraged and will follow her from now on. It's as simple as that. Somebody acknowledging lack of knowledge of somebody else who's a champion. And that's allowed. But hopefully that's going to be changing. Violet Semenya is also with us in studio. When it comes to issues of sponsorship, I mean, are you in a phase of what? Are you struggling? I mean, I see she's adorned in Puma right now and Puma providing her with the running shoes, etc. How is she doing sponsorship-wise?
Rob, I think people, sponsors must come on board to help this lady not to use any cent of hers. I feel like she done much for us, especially women in sports. You know, women corporate companies as women, we need to come board and assist this young lady. It's not a matter of how many followers do you have, how many hours do you do on live Instagram. You just have to do what is right for her.
All right, so there's the word, guys. I mean, we always talk and we lament the lack of world champions. Here's somebody who's smashing records, setting her own light. And if you're watching and following, even on television when it was broadcast live, that Sanlam Cape Town Marathon, you would attest to the comments that were even made by her coach and coaches, Caster Semenya as well as Violet, in terms of her success. Let me go to Pretoria. Khansi is on the line. Khansi, good evening.
Hi, good evening, Robert.
Yeah, you were down in Cape Town. Did you run the marathon?
Yeah, that's why I want to talk to the champ there. I did run my first Sanlam marathon. But before, I just want to congratulate Ms. Xaba. I think her work was excellent on the day. But I can tell you, Ms. Xaba and Robert, I was actually in the halfway mark when she was finishing at 2 hours, 22 minutes. So what I want to say is that I'm a social runner, and at the same time, because I finished around 5 hours, 10 minutes, so I realized at around 2 hours, 19 minutes that I'm not going to qualify. And obviously the news started to spread through that Ms. Xaba has won. So congratulations to her. But what I want to ask her is that Cape Town is also trying to gain the status of being a major marathon. Having won and run the Cape Town Marathon, do you support that idea? I'll listen on the radio. Congratulations once again.
Khansi, thank you so much indeed. Champ, you able to answer that? Just saying that you'd never run this particular marathon, the Sanlam Cape Town Marathon. That was your debut when you won this year. Was that correct?
Yes, it was correct. It was my debut to Cape Town, and they were applying for be the part of the major. It was the first African major marathon, and they were looking a good time that they can able to be upgraded to the major. So I'm grateful that maybe I can put them up there in the map and qualifying more to be a golden label or platinum label in the world.
Are we close to that? Is that achievable, Coach?
We're not sure, but whatever happened that day, it was remarkable. So everyone, both of men and women, they did, course records. And first time seeing 3 women running into 22. So, yeah.
I mean, Kanzi, you finished in 5 hours. Don't be embarrassed about that. I think even for social runners, that is still highly commendable. Never stop. Just keep running. I think it gets into your system, and the next thing you might even, start clocking your PB at some point. Who knows? You'll be back on the radio next year telling me you've run 3 hours and 50 minutes. Anything is possible. Just believe. I think that's what some of us have learned about marathon runners and marathon running.
Good evening, Rob and Glenrose Xaba. Rob, firstly, I just want to thank you for promoting athletics. Last week you had Tsipi, and today you've got Turbo Charge, a well-deserved invite. Glenrose Xaba had an incredible 2024 running season, breaking Elana Meyer's 23-year-old national record for 10 kilometer and breaking the national marathon record on her first marathon. And credit must go to Coach Caster Semenya and Violet Semenya for the incredible work. But what was incredible about this is the incredible a display by Glenrose on the 10-kilometer APSA series on Heritage Day under extreme weather conditions, where she emerged victorious against tough contenders, Abo Umakatisi, who's the Lesotho Olympian, and Karabo Mailula and the Palula twins. And I just want to find out from Glenrose, how did that race prepare you mentally for Salam, knowing that you were going to face tough oppositions with the Kenyans and the Ethiopians? And how did you deal with the loop at Salam, where you go past the finish and come back to the finish? Because that's the area where most runners complain about the race. Thank you so much, Tebogo.
Tebogo, thank you so much. From one runner to another runner.
I can say that the APSA series were preparing me very well when it comes to speed, so that I can able to have that last kick when to marathon. Last 2K is very hard.
Yeah.
If you don't have a speed, it won't going to happen, maybe to run a fast time or to break your PB. I can say that the athletes that I was running with them, yes, they are very strong with me, but coach is always challenging me with mentally that I need to be strong and be able to run and be more prepared when it comes to a race, because I'm always training very hard, and we do some of the challenges courses that can able to prepare you when it comes to racing. About the last part of Cape Town Marathon,
that loop.
The loop, I think is very fast. I did not see the problem, but the last 21 kilometer of Cape Town Marathon was very good, and the weather condition were responding very well. It's just only the first half marathon that was so very challenging, windy and lot of bit of hills there. So I can say that I did not have a challenge when it's come to a second half of marathon.
All right, plenty of comments that are coming through via different social media platforms. Wendy Lemtana says that Glenrose Xaba is destined for greatness. Her achievements in the marathon race has inspired the next generation that has ambition to run a marathon. And having a great like Caster Semenya as your mentor to your career is also so incredible. All right, just jumping along now to what's going on the YouTube channel. Mystic Man says, Glenrose, well done on your journey. We are very proud of you. Can you please ask Glenrose on whether she has achieved or received any invite from the other top running races since she won Cape Town? Any invites? Are we going overseas anytime soon? What's happening?
Definitely. I don't know that I have invite yet. I'm still going to sit with my manager, Leroy Newton, and see maybe we can get another invite overseas. I'm looking forward to have an invite, maybe. I don't know yet.
Coach manager, Violet.
She got it, and I didn't tell her because I didn't need her approval. She got an invite for the 8th of February, which is too early for us.
Yeah.
We know when she picked. So we humbly rejected the invitation because...
Where was it from?
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, for 21 kilometers. So it's too early for us to compete internationally. Normally she picked like May, June.
Mm-hmm.
So we had other list, major marathon, but we not yet, approve them, but there's a lot.
So you said no to Saudi Arabia?
Not necessarily. It's just that you have to prepare as like elite athlete. You can't just go there without, preparation. So that time, that's where she started her pace. She needs to rest now till end of November, and then we're going to start with our pace.
Hey guys, we had a coach resigning on television the other day. Now we've got a manager coach telling her athlete about a race that she never knew about. So no Saudi Arabia for you, unfortunately. So you still have Denmark and Poland and all of these other countries in your passport. But the other thing I wanted to ask you is, I mentioned that one of the prize monies and prizes that you got, never mind the money, the car. Have you received it?
About the car from Proto,
Yeah.
not yet. I have not received it yet, but this coming Friday, I'm going to receiving it. They were going to do some branding, new branding, because they said they don't love the branding that they did, so they need to fix it.
Oh, at least they know. They know before you get it that, hey, this is not good enough. They need to up the game. And driver's license you've got.
My coach Violet and Randy, they make sure that I got my driver's license in time.
So you just recently got it?
Yes, I have a driver's license.
Hey, well done, coaches, for making sure that she drives away in style. The year's almost over. And 31st of December is a very important time for you. We are saying Happy New Year, Happy New Year. You are saying Happy Birthday. And it's a big milestone. You turn 30 this year. What goes through your mind? What are the expectations? What does the future look like for Glenrose Xaba?
I wish a great future for myself and able to stay humble as I'm humble and have more life. And I don't know, I'm just looking forward to have
win everything.
To win everything, even measure marathons.
That's all I wanted to hear. Just win everything. You've been winning, so win everything. Violet, as we close the show, this has never been done in the history of life. I just want 5 seconds of you singing a happy birthday message for her for the 31st, because you won't be able to do that. You'll be busy shouting a martini. So please, a 5-second happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Supercharge. Happy birthday to you.
Champs. I didn't know you had such a beautiful voice. Wow, thank you so much indeed. Hey, now Sade can take retirement full time. Guys, thank you very much indeed. Glenrose, truly appreciate it, man. Continue being the champ that you are. South Africa appreciates you and loves you. Thank you for all the achievements. May you achieve more. And from me, happy birthday in advance.
Thank you, Robert, and thank you for everyone that supported me, continues to support me. I'm very grateful.
Thank you so much, Violet.
Thank you so much, Rob.
You're a superstar yourself, man. Tune in again tomorrow for Marawa Sports Worldwide. Proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets. You don't want to miss it. Trust me. Tomorrow, yo.
From the pitch to the podium, your all-access pass to the world of sport is right here. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW. Live on 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. At the same time. Hashtag MSW.